ICP Lyrical Analysis 101. The song I chose is Highrise from the Eye of the Storm EP. And I think this song got really overlooked, you know what I'm saying? And what this song is about is a rich man and his punishment for the way that he looks down on everybody. He's talking about how he has like a mile-high building and he's at the very top. Suddenly he just starts getting sucked through every floor. The ground keeps crushing beneath him. He just keeps getting sucked down through every level of that building. His top guys, they couldn't help him. You know, something was pulling him down. And that was his punishment for being a richie, you know what I'm saying? And just looking down on people for being lower class, whatever, you know? And it's just talking about how I bet he's wishing that he didn't build his building up so high, because now he's gonna fall through every floor and just get crushed and mutilated and fucking. And it's talking about how people are watching it happen and they're turning and looking away from it because, you know, they work for him, you know what I'm saying? And so they're just, and you know when you have a boss and you know that he's making so much more money than you are, and you know he never really gave a shit about you, you're working for him, you're making money for him, you know, you kind of turn your back on that and you're like, yeah, he's paying for the shit he did. And then it finally talks about him falling on through the kitchen onto a tray of steak blades. And he finally hits the bottom floor and rolls out of the front door, just a ball of meat, you know what I'm saying? I just really love this song. I just think it has a great meaning behind it. And the original one on Eye of the Storm is definitely captures the whole essence, the whole feeling behind it, and I just don't think the remix did it any justice. And I think it's a very overlooked song, like I said. But to me, that's what that song is about.
The first one is Three Rings from the Riddle Box. To me, this represents like a three-ring circus show. Side shows, they were always, you know, stared at and, you know, treated cruelly and, you know, made fun of. And it's kind of like, you know, throwing people in a bunch of cages and letting people walk around and ridicule them, kind of like, you know, people do at the zoo with animals. You kind of just stare at them and kind of just watch them and things. And some people laugh at the monkeys because they're eating their own, you know, crap or whatever they're doing, throwing shit at people or whatever. And, you know, the birds are kind of flying around, crapping on each other, whatever. And people laugh at it, make fun of it. That's the way that juggalos are perceived by the rest of the world. We're either, you know, ridiculed and laughed at, or we're treated like shit, just treated like we're second-class citizens. And this song kind of represents that. You know, it means a lot to me because I've been, you know, just spit on and kicked to the curb for, you know, dressing the way I dress and looking the way I do. From the age of 13 on till now, you know, people still treat me like crap. They're like, oh, you're one of those juggalo kids, oh, this and that. And they talk mad shit. I'm sure we all go through that. I mean, I grab my nuts, tell them to fuck off, and I move on with my life, and I don't care. But at the same time, it's kind of bullshit. To me, Three Rings really represents just cutting ties with all those people that in your life that ridicule you, make fun of you, and just to not really care about it and to be proud of who you are. You know, you're not necessarily being proud to be a freak, but being proud to be different and daring to be different than everyone else instead of being a carbon copy of, you know, a suit and tie kind of guy, you know, 9-to-5 person. You know, we're all creative and individuals and, you know, extremely different than everyone else. And just kind of an outward appearance, if somebody is kind of deformed or has some type of skin disease or something, you know, cirrhosis, or, you know, is missing an arm or whatever, you know, they're looked at differently. Even, you know, little people, you know, dwarfs, midgets, whatever you want to call them, you know, they're looked at differently. I knew one in middle school, and people would actually put him in his own backpack and, you know, put him in a trash can, and that was incredibly fucked up for those people. You know, just because he was, you know, smaller than everybody else, and, you know, that's not cool. So, to me, that represents just being stared at and, you know, treated as a freak or treated differently for, you know, just being yourself and being who you are, and kind of the insecurities that other people have about themselves, they take it out on us. And it's, you know, not cool. You know, people like to point and stare. Being proud of that and not shying away from who you are as a person just because of other people talking shit. And no matter where you go, you're not going to be free of this crap. There's always going to be bigotry. There's always going to be hatred and bullshit. To me, it's kind of an empowering song, saying, you know what, I may be a three-ring circus freak, but I fucking love it, you know, and that's who the fuck I am. I'm gonna own to who I am, and I'm not gonna, you know, conform to everyone else just to fit in or to be accepted. I don't need that, you know. That even goes for other juggalos trying to, you know, paint their faces every day and wearing hatchet gear all the time just to fit in with everyone else. You don't gotta do that. Or getting tattoos just to, you know, feel like you're a part of something. You don't have to. Just listen to the music. You're already a part of it then.
Let's take a moment to analyze two of my favorite motherfucking tracks off of Riddlebox. First one being Chicken Huntin', second one being I'm Coming Home. So let's analyze Chicken Huntin', y'all. Well, I'm heading down the Southern Trail. I'm going chicken hunting, chopping redneck chicken necks. I ain't saying nothing. Alright, so basically the chicken is supposed to represent the redneck bigot. To the hillbilly, stick my barrel in his eye. Boom shaka, hair chunks in the sky. Why I never liked chicken pot pie. Why I never liked chicken pot pie. What does the chicken represent again? This entire track, just front to back, nothing more than one big fucking diss at redneck bigots. Straight up. Let's take a moment to analyze one of my favorite tracks. Straight up, one of my all-time favorite tracks. I'm Coming Home. Home to the creatures, home to the crooks, home to the fools reading witchcraft books, home to the monsters roaming the land. I wanna come home, but you don't understand. Alright, so this song is basically about how, you know, the rich people don't understand the poor, and a lot of times they look down upon the poor for the fact that, you know, it's just a completely different world to them, that they have no grasp, you know, of that they have no way of possibly being able to understand. And that's why, you know, the rich often spit upon the poor, is because it's something that they just don't understand, and something that they never will understand until they've lived it themselves. But the ghetto's got love, and the love is all good, so I don't give a fuck about your mansion by the lake. You can suck my dang-a-lang until your neck breaks. You know, this song really is just straight up poetry, y'all. Ask all the rich bitches try to play me out. Dogging on my neighborhood, don't know what it's about. Basically, never judge a book by its cover, y'all. If you don't like us because of who the fuck we are, how the fuck we live, then fuck you. So what are some deeper meanings you personally have found in the lyrics behind ICP, motherfucker? Go ahead and analyze some shit. Send your video responses over to SpiritsoftheDarkCarnival, motherfucker, because shit is fresh, y'all. Straight up, there's a lot of deep shit in these lyrics, a lot of deep imagery that a lot of people don't necessarily pick up on. So yeah, help spread the word, motherfuckers. Cali Green too fresh. You already know what the fuck is up. Always keep it wicked fresh. Peace.